got a good game.
No, he did, but there's a few that he was supposed to be blocking. He was getting chewed out right before he came. Oh yeah. I know. Well, he blocked a lot better. He used to go down and play a little games with him and then I said, you gotta lock up and drive it out of the city. Oh, this was good. You know, and that's what he was doing for me.
Somebody on the opposite direction that they don't want to go.
Yeah. I go there for I can do it in a heartbeat. He always used to do it here for kids.
You always hang up and start wearing it. Grab it, sometimes we get it. Oh, yeah.
Is that yours?
I love the
Just 1 now.
Colby!
Colby, 1-11, sir.
I thought it was. job, Josie.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
Hey!
friends, if you're looking for the best chair in the house, come down to R&R Flooring and Furniture in Spencer. We carry Franklin furniture, Lang furniture, Serta recliners, Simmons recliners, electric chairs, chairs that have phone chargers in. That is the best chair in the house. Come down and see us. We also have these sports tables and anything you want. Brewers, Bucks, Badgers, come on in. Thank you.
Okay, I will.
Take the money in too.
You can bring my. Okay.
Keep it up, ladies.
Greenwood, 6 to 10. Captains, please. Captains. Just captains. Just because it's cool. This is just for serve, okay? Won't keep you okay? Serve will be Greenwood, okay? Greenwood will be served.
Hi, I'm Corey Hoffman with Marshfield Insurance. Today we're going to talk about a topic that's very timely right now, and that is the damage that water can do if it gets into your home or any other building. Surface water coming into a building is generally not covered by any sort of standard property insurance policy. You can buy flood insurance to protect your property, but the time to do that is now. Because there is usually a 30-day waiting period before coverage applies. So when you see the water rising up in your backyard, it's too late. You need to call your insurance agent at Marshfield Insurance here and have a discussion about flood insurance if you're concerned about that. Another situation that we see very commonly is a backup of a sewer or drain, and we most commonly think of this happening in a sump pump situation where the sump pump fails either due to mechanical failure or loss of power. Your sump pump well fills up then and you get water in your basement, and it could damage flooring or wall coverings or any property that you have sitting down there. Most insurance companies offer an endorsement to buy coverage for damage caused by sewer drain backup, and they're very reasonably priced. So if you're concerned about the damage that water could do to your home this spring, please call your agent at Marshfield Insurance and have a conversation about flood or water and sewer backup. We'd be happy to help you.
Beautify your garden and landscape in 2020 with Turnpike Greenhouse. Explore our spacious garden center with over 2,500 hanging baskets. Along with beautiful flowering plants, Turnpike offers a wide selection of produce, herbs, vine crops, succulents, and more. Turnpike's Garden Center and greenhouses have everything needed to beautify any home. Turnpike is here to serve you. Visit us in Granton or online at turnpikegreenhouse.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for pictures and specials. We are Turnpike, and we are here to serve you.
Yeah, you would. It's how we normally play.
both things.
I like my Google Pixel 4 because of the fantastic camera and great software optimization by Google. Google Pixel 4's camera has a feature called Night Sight, which allows you to take really great photos in low light scenarios. And what's better is that you have free unlimited storage on Google Photos to store all your great pictures. While supplies last, when you upgrade to Google Pixel 4, you can get $350 off your phone. And soon to be released on August 20th is the Google Pixel 4a, which is a budget-focused phone with the same fantastic camera as the 4.
Hi, I am Todd Schultz from Fairway Mortgage in Marshfield. Growing up and now living in Marshfield, I have always supported the local sports teams. Fairway Mortgage is doing the same and more. Fairway Mortgage is also supporting the veterans of this country. We formed an affiliate company called the American Warrior Initiative, or AWI. AWI has given away houses, seed money, vehicles, and service dogs to deserving veterans. Fairway has found that service dogs trained specifically for a veteran's needs is the best gift that any veteran can receive. Fairway is a home loan specialist. Call us today to get your home loan.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
There's no lyrics. Just so that thing suggestions.
Thank you.
like cars. That was the, oh, did I have it? Yeah, that was volleyball game in general?
Well, I think this will be our first volleyball match that we've covered play-by-play.
It will be.
Yeah, so be just a little lenient off of this one. But, yeah,
it's good to hear a lot of, what is that? A little barrel?
Well, I don't know. We don't have to leave whatever the technical stuff.
That's why I brought him with.
That's right.
Wade can explain all that. We'll probably tell me what the origin of a libero is.
The Greek team.
Okay, just saying it. Just say it.
I'll need something later.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. The only coverage I'm used to cleaning to was Sam Volleyball. Now we'll do a little bit of a line thing, but yeah, this will be interesting.
This looks sick too. So
yeah. So anyway, so we posted a link on the page array, so click on that link and then we're going to be putting on these darling little headset things. And with the help of Gage over here, we're going to be giving you the live commentary for tonight's game.
What's up, fantastic?
Feeling good?
Yep. Let's go feel good.
How's it going?
It's numb. So I got that going for me. I can't feel it.
More on that, toll gate later.
That's right. It's still a cat. That's all it is. It's still with a plug that hasn't fallen out yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, you guys are in for a real treat. So, hop off this Facebook Live, get to the YouTube one. I'm going to bounce. I'm going to do my little announcement thing down there by Mrs. Guy. And then I'm going to run back up here, and then
got one down there, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna, they have one down there, but I'm gonna grab this. Do that thing.
Okay.
This should be the last one of the night.
Oh, we should have watched that.
Yeah. Well, that's
54 seconds. No, that should be it.
This should be it.
Should be good. But Greenwood? It's like Greenwood. Yep,
To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand. Remove your hats and place your hands over your heart for the playing of our national anthem. Headset on.
All right, are we live?
How's this feel?
All right, we're live.
I can't hear anything in these head muffs.
I know.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
I'm hearing.
You can hear that?
No.
Do we get any feedback on this or not?
Nope. This is how the media intended it.
All right.
I'm not going to hear anything you say.
Might have to just yell at you.
I might just have to yell at you.
Do we have a roster?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it right here.
Of both teams or just single team?
No, this is of both teams. Hey, everybody. Matthew Olmican here for the Hornets Nest, accompanied by my older brother, Wade Olmican. Wade, say hi.
Hi, folks. Here we're looking at number 12 here, Elaine Leatrack, serving off here with Colby with set over. Still going here.
Oh, Wade, you need to have more enthusiasm
I
here.
gotta find our names here. We might just do first names. So we got Olivia.
I just identify them by the color of their shirt. So red shirt, set it to red, and red hit it, sailed out of bounds.
Well, it's going to be a little more than that. All right, so let's do the setters first. So for Greenwood, we got Celine. Woodrick.
Weetrick.
Let's just go Celine. Close pass there, a little too tight on the net. Easy block for Greenwood here, bringing up the score. Oh, touched it before it passed the plate of the net.
Oh, hey, that's a big break for the Hornets, especially early on. You know, any good start of any volleyball match is a strong head start.
I don't know. The ball's going to break the plane before the defensive player can touch it.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, that was a touch. You got to get under that ball. You got to call it.
That's a strong hit from Lauren coming in on the inside slide there.
Man, you know him by first name basis already?
Yep, I think that's what we're going to go with because they're way easier to... All right.
So she serves over number 7, Volrat, the Peavy, and just a little bit too much of mustard on that one. What's the trick of having your spike going more down instead of angled?
Well, I think the deal on that one was that the pass was a little low. We didn't get it all the way to our setter. Our middle hitter actually had to come up and grab that ball. So the height of the set wasn't where it was expected. So it's
so you can't get on top of it.
Right, so you need a full approach because literally the faster you run, the higher you're going to be jumping. So these girls need to get a really quick jump. And so usually at this level, you can tell how hard somebody's going to hit is how fast they're running at the ball.
So you want a fast sprint.
Right. You see how number 9 came up there, Vanessa. She had a one-step drop, the ball was behind her, she should have had a longer approach to it. She stopped too early, she didn't get enough momentum, the ball went to the middle.
I gotcha.
So watch tonight for the girls that really maximize their speed coming up to hit it, are going to be the ones that are going to hit the ball the hardest and also probably jumping the highest.
Oh, and Volrath trying to get a set, getting it back into the field of play, but she forgot that she's 6 foot really tall. And that ball could have probably sailed out of bounds.
She was playing a little too far up on her defensive stance there. That ball was clearly out, and she was jumping to set on that one. That's an easy let. So our setters come up to serve here.
Weetrick, I remember that. Got a pass by Brett and sets to Mariah Schneider. Decent hit over the net. Greenwood able to reset.
Should be able to get a good swing at this one.
Oh, and what a good spot that was.
Yeah, that's a good one for an off speed. That short middle spike is usually a quite difficult one because that should be covered up by the middle blocker there. And it wasn't. It was nice and high over the top.
And it pays to be really tall.
It does. You can't teach tall.
No.
That's the way it goes. So that brings 4-4 for Colby. With actually number 4 serving here with Riley. Or not Riley.
Oh, and another spike into the net from Greenwood, and that's going to bring the ball right back. So our current score standing right now 5-4. Still a close one. There's a and a little bit of some friction right there. Slips through the fingers. And point to Colby.
Good serve there. Trying to get the old knuckleball going here with the
is that what it is?
Yep.
Oh, and she tries to tip it over. Just no good.
Too much. They're struggling with this pass. They're really focusing in on the back left corner here.
They're focusing on the back left corner.
Back left corner of Greenwood. The last 3 balls have gone to that corner here. They're really pulling up
Two to set to 13, and she's going to zing that out of bounds in the far right-hand corner. Another play for Colby.
Yeah, watch for Greenwood to organize their back row here to get a pass. They've had 4 passing errors in a row here, bringing up 8-4 with Colby's lead here.
Wait, we got a report coming from our Facebook fandom here.
All right,
Gage, are you listening?
Wade is echoing.
Nicole Boyer, shout out. She's got a great barbershop. Says Wade's audio is, quote, super weird. There seems to be an echoing.
All right, so let's do a test here.
Hey, should I sound super echoey, everybody? Would that sound better?
All right, well, thanks for the heads up here, Nicole. Maybe we'll get a different headset going here.
Oh, hey, here we go. Oh, and hey, not to leave anybody out, Erica Ann.
Test. Can you hear me?
You, abbreviated with the letter U, sound good. Wade is echoing. I thought it said choking, but that didn't make sense. Oh my goodness. I got caught up in the conversation. Nice serve right there. Oh, tries to push it over. Peavy gonna deflect it. Here's the bump. Sugo says, you know what? Let's just start over. Sends it right back up. Libero doing her thing. And what is that call?
Yeah, so there's a libero spike above the net. That probably should have been called.
Ooh, Wade's hot take.
Yeah. So a libero can't attack a ball above the net.
Oh.
And that might have been pretty close.
Peavy with authority.
Good speed, led up to the ball. She had enough height, and she was quick onto the pass. That gets her that extra height and get a little speed on the ball.
You know, after you mentioned that, I watched that, and I'm like, she's running late for class, and she slammed the heck out of that ball. What an excellent serve by Peavy, keeping the good times rolling. We played against her at Sam Volleyball League. Heck of a player.
Heck of a player.
Heck of a player. Oh, look at this. Run. Jump serve.
Yep.
Greenwood does not have an answer.
The jump float. It's sort of like the
It's a jump float.
It's a jump float, so watch her hand. She doesn't snap her wrist. She's keeping her hand flat when she launches the ball.
She
hit it a little too low. You want to hit that ball almost dead center so it doesn't spin. And when it doesn't spin, the momentum of that ball is going to make it do weird things.
Oh, I see. Libero doing her thing again.
It's weird that they're
Silko setting it up, and Underwood sending it back. Greenwood seeing if they can take advantage. Peavy set. Oh, and it's a little tight. Suko trying to make the best out of it, but not quite. Sometimes that ball coming straight down that close to the net, it's a little hard to orientate yourself.
Those are the ones I usually yell knuckle. I know they don't like the technical term knuckle, but those are ones you just close your fist and knuckle that ball over. Because there ain't much else you can do to it.
That's true. She tried to punch it. Peavy! Gotta go a little higher next time.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard coming out of that back row, especially if you're not expecting that ball. She made one step to that and just didn't get enough speed, did not get high enough.
Colby hanging on with an 11-7 lead right now. Ulrich tipping it over with her tall height. Oh, and with a block right there, but Greenwood able to recover. Keeping it good times rolling. Oh, and Ulrich tried to set it over, but looked like a little bit of a what's the word?
Well, Ulrich went in there with her offhand. She should have committed to that ball and came in with the strong hand and really took a swing at that ball.
Take my strong hand.
She had a double block in front of her, and she was too close to that net. She wasn't going to get a good tip on it. You got to just swing at that ball.
You just got to just hope for the best. Huh?
Well, no, you just aim for their hands on that one. That's an easy ball for a...
Brett, your libero for the night for Colby. Sending it over. 13. Sending it to the... and it goes out of bounds.
That's a good watch. That's a good watch in the back row. You didn't hear much of the communication off of it, but those girls should have been hollering that. But
everybody was holding their breath on that one.
It was.
Here's your float. Oh, but not quite the clearance. It goes into the net, and that's going to bring your score Hornets 13, the visiting Greenwood Indians 8.
That is the high risk and reward of the jump float. It's
Why is
a
that?
difficult ball to get your steps right to, and if you lead off of your steps too short, you're not going to get enough height, and you want to hit that ball as flat as possible, and she just doesn't come out clean.
Oh, we got a little bit of speaker action right there, and Underwood trying to save it. It was a great effort. That ball went so high you could have hung a star on it.
Greenwood making a late run here with really good serving here.
Yep, yeah, now it's 13-9. Greenwood trying to get to double digits. Suko with a nice save, popping it up over the net. Volrath.
Oh, you got to scoop those
There's
free
another
balls up.
And you got to get underneath that ball.
Greenwood just sending them back over. They should have scooped that second one up and seen if they could get a good swing at it. They got lucky on that that overpass.
I gotcha. 13 still serving. It's 13-10. And the ball goes out of bounds. Colby going to regroup, see if they can get on a run and see if they can build on to this lead. Looks like we're going to have a substitution. Number 3, Morgan Hockey, going to be coming in for Emma Kroll. I see that we got kind of like we have more braids coming onto the court. Not so much the loose ponytails now.
Well, that's good. That's less distraction off of you. Even though the hair bumping into the net doesn't count as a fault.
It does not.
It does not.
I was just about to ask you that.
Yep, that's a hard crossbody swing from the back row there. That's a good serve, though.
And that's going to bring it right back to Colby. Bricky Suko is going to be serving now, starting from the way, way back line. Gives it a twist, and bam, sends it over. Greenwood can't decide who wants to bump it. There's the hit. Suko sets. Volrath, psych, sets it over. Number 2 going to send it to 12, and she's going to hit it over to Peavy, and a whistle is blown, and the refs are saying, nope, going to go over to Greenwood. What happened there?
Yes, so I think Olivia bumped the side of the net with her shoulder.
Oh.
When she was going in for the block, I think she spun around too quick since it was just tipped over the top of her, and I think she bumped the side of the net there.
How can they see that?
The net was bouncing, so either the ball hits it or somebody has to hit it.
I get
so
you. I always
the
assume
other.
the ball hits it. But that's just me. That's why I'm not a judge. 2, setting it over to 9. Sends it over.
She had a good approach. She just didn't follow through. She ended her approach, or she ended her jump just too tight to the net, and she ended up hitting the net there for Greenwood.
With her hand.
With her hand, and it looked like her actually both hands.
Both hands. That's a double-handed. Let's see what Colby can do with this one. Volrath with the authority.
That's a good snap.
I was going to say, there was a vapor trail on her arm when she swung at that one.
That's a hard position because you don't get much time to adjust to the ball. You're
Being
really,
up front like that?
You're right in the middle like that. That person's got to be quick on their toes and be able to see that ball and adjust their body.
Well, Volrath with a quick reaction. Let's see if she can do it again. Sets it outside to Peavy, and she just says, I'm going to square it up in the middle.
Yeah.
Point to Colby.
That'll be a good watch. If we can keep this this serve, watch for that to come back because they're bringing watch for that PV to get a few extra balls in this rotation because they've got a low blocker because their short setter is in front row, which PV, if she gets a good running start, she should be able to hit directly over the top of her. So that means that they will have an extra gap in that field, so she should be able to hit it any direction that number 11 isn't blocking.
So we need to take full advantage of this rotation.
So she'll have 3/4 of the court to hit at. So watch for the ball to come to PB for the next rotation, as long as we can keep this ball going.
All right, there's Wade's hot take. Let's see if that comes back. So 9 sent it over to Colby. Brett with the pop-up. Volrath sent it over to PB, just like what Wade was saying. Let's see if that set comes back over. Nope, it's going to go right to Olivia, right in the middle. Kaboom.
Yeah, they must have got a touch off of number 11 there.
I think there was 2 Greenwood Indians that touched that one. There's a lot of deflection, and Volrath celebrating with a quick replay of her follow-through. Here's the set to 9, outside, contested. And it's flung over, and it is in the favor of the Indians. That was a carry?
Yes, that was a pitch and throw, as we would call it. Just a little too much underneath it.
That was so quick, though.
Yeah, if she would have snapped her wrist or even made a holler, like a rah, like she spiked it, we might have let it go.
So if you had a little bit of a cadence, that might have helped.
Yes.
Interesting.
just because it was such a nice fluid moment, and it looked like she turned her entire body with it. Because technically, when you're setting the ball, you're touching it with your hand, you're not bumping. You're actually just making contact with your fingertips. That's all that you're legal that you can make contact with that ball. So if it's touching your palm or anything else, so when you're spiking it, it's coming off, a quick snap off your hand, and you can pop it over with your fingertips. But if it gets caught in your palm of your hand and you're throwing it and it's moving, that is the old throw.
The old pitch and throw.
Yep.
Scoop and toss. We can see my darling wife there talking to Patty Rao into the corner. Making sure everybody's got their wristbands.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Proper attendance. Oh, and a diving save by Greenwood. Suko bumping it right back. Ulrichs said, no, we want to go this direction. Number 4 hitting it right over. Here's the set. Peavy. Blocked. Or was it off the net?
Nope, it came off the net. They were actually hit that ball on the way down.
Hence the 4-finger guns by the referee.
Yep, so now Greenwood's rotating back 15 to 21. Greenwood is down for anybody who can't see the score. So Greenwood's setters in the back row now. So they'll have the strongest or the tallest rotation of blockers for Greenwood right now.
So what does Colby have to answer? What do we got for our front lineup? Oh, not too shabby of a front lineup. It's going to be height on height. There's the pop-up by Brett, set by Suko. Underwood doing her thing. It sends it deep. Great spot.
Just a little miscommunication by Greenwood. That should have been an easy ball to pick up. Their back row was just out of position. They
were cheating up a little bit?
Cheating up, thinking that she was going to tip that ball. Weren't back in that middle back position where they should have been.
That sounds like a bunch of teams I know.
It is a common. It's hard not to cheat up.
It is. You just inch a little bit further up.
All right, so Emma Kroll with a good serve there.
Oh, and there is the hit, and it sails deep, but it was just a loose touch.
Our back line judge is calling a touch, and
and our head coach said, I didn't know we could jump that high, but anyway.
Well, the line judge will have ultimate. Well, the top judge would have ultimate.
Oh, Peavy!
It's a good hit.
Making short work of that last call.
Good speed, good stop. You want to see quick and abrupt stop. Let that momentum carry you up. That's a really good swing.
She acts very comfortable in that spot, in that outside swinging position. And serving. Oh, my goodness. So 2 is going to send it over to 12. 12 says, let's get that back over. Here's Suko.
Back row
to
attack.
Peavy. Back row. A lot of cannon fire on that one. That's going to say a lot of bounds.
Just a little too deep.
That's hard hitting from the back row, isn't it?
It is, but you get more of time to gauge the ball because it's usually a little bit higher up, and you get a longer approach. You want to see them to get a higher contact than your normal front row swing. So it's a hard one to learn because it's not the same swing approach when you're on the front row when you're in the back row. You want to hit the ball as high as you can in the back row.
But once you got it, you got it.
You got it.
Here's the serve, 23-19. Colby trying to hang on to this first game.
Oh, that's a good adjustment on the net there by Lexi Underwood. She saw the ball was too tight. She wasn't going to get a good contact off of it and snuck her that front tight corner. That's a hard ball to pick up if you're that middle blocker.
Lexi the Underwood teaming up with Olivia Volrath, and you got Suko up front as well. And it's not going to make it over. And that first game is in the books. Your final score, your Hornets taking the first set, 25-19. Well, fantastic.
Yeah, that was a good first round here, or a good first game. I'd like to see us clean up our passing a little bit and get a few more
I was just about to ask, what are some things that you'd like to see
we've
got this next game?
We've got the height advantage coming off on top of Greenwood. They are a smaller team off of it. I would like to see us tee up on a few more balls. We should
take
be able
advantage
to take
of that more.
Really, a few more on the weak side. We've been really heavy with like 3 or 4 balls to the middle, and most of the other side has been to the strong side outside. I'd like to see it spread that out a little bit more because it seems like their blockers are cheating a little bit more towards our power side. So if we can get the weak side involved a little bit more.
So weak side being like dead center or the opposite side?
No.
Of the court?
So weak side would be the right side, and so
okay, yeah.
Figure it's a right-handed's world. So everything's referred to as if you're a right-hander. So if you're on the left-hand side, as you swing at that ball, the ball is closest to your right hand. So it's the easiest to hit it because you don't have to let the ball go across your body. As soon as it comes into plane and you can hit it, you take your swing. On the opposite side, so the far right side, when you got to swing at it, the ball, you got to wait for that ball to come all the way across your body, and then you got to take your swing. So they call it the weak side. And so the middle is always just dead center in the middle off of it. And so the middle ball is usually reflective on how good your passing is, because you got to have good passes, because the setter, if she's off the net by 4 feet, she isn't going to throw very many sets to the middle because they're going to be setting the ball and she's going to be so far away from the net, the ball has to go straight before it can go down. On the weak side, if you can draw a few more of your blockers over there, they're not going to sit in front of your middle blocker. So if we set a few more back sets, that's going to make that middle blocker and that right side blocker adjust more instead of just camping in front of the middle blocker. Because if you set a ball that's a foot above the net, the person that's standing directly in front of you, that's the only person who can block you. So it's usually a single blocker.
That makes sense.
On the other side, or on this power side, if they're throwing a high angling ball, you'll almost always get a double block off of it. So if we get either a better, more quick offense on that middle, or throw it out to that weak side a little bit more, we'll stretch them out a little bit. And for how short they are, if you've got a short single, we should be just crushing some balls.
Good thing that the Greenwood coaching staff is not listening to this podcast. And I want to warn all the viewers at home, we will be having a quiz after this, as Wade has explained.
Well, hopefully my mic is still working at all. It's good? Okay, good.
No, we've been having you echo this whole entire time.
That's right. They're like, could that guy just not stop? Just stop talking.
I'd like to make a mention here. The WIA has been issuing out these neat little whistles where you just hit the button and it makes like a burp, burp sound so you don't have to put it to your lips.
Oh, the power whistle?
Yeah. So Ron Allman was here.
Okay.
And he had one of those. So he was just like, it looks like a little flashlight. But if you look at our line, not our line judge, if you look at our referee number 1 over on the ladder across the way, Wade.
Yep.
That ain't stopping him. He loves that.
Yeah, that goes right through that.
The authenticity of the whistle. He has a little hole cut out in the middle of his mask. Because he's like, doggone it. We're going to make this authentic, and we're keeping a real whistle.
Well, he needs both of his hands for directions.
That makes sense. Greenwood getting right back to it. Brett keeping the ball in control. Peavy sending it over. All right, let's see if we can girls get big here, and they do.
Oh, that's a good block.
Greenwood trying to recover, and too much ricochet.
Good discipline. They were in the right position. That set for Greenwood coming out of the middle was a little too high. Got both of our middle blockers, or both of our blockers into the middle. Easy block, but just good hand placement on it. It's easy when you're waiting for that ball to get sloppier with your hands. And so if the ball comes down into the court, your hands were where they were supposed to be. So a nice flat face, or even concaved in, but making sure you don't have any gaps between you and the person next to you.
Absolutely. Make a wall. Can he do it again? Oh, not that time. And Greenwood sending it down.
That's a good hit.
That was a good hit by, what number was that? We lost her.
No, I think that was number 9 here.
Okay, that was number 9 with the swing right there for Greenwood.
Yeah, number 9.
Greenwood trying to see if they can get the memory erased from that first game. Lost a little bit of control on that ball there, and here's Peavy at the net and trying to do a little flick of the wrist. And not going to go her way.
Yeah, she took the wrong angle on that ball. She came in straight, and that ball was high and tight on it. She should have swung wide, and she would have got a better swing at that.
And just what the doctor ordered. Colby wanted to kind of get back on the right track here, and we have a ball that went out of bounds. And we have a traveling call. No, I'm just kidding.
Yellow flag.
There's a yellow flag.
All right, so Emma Kroll up to serve here.
Big serve. Number 2 sending it over at a 4 and let it go. Out of bounds. Oh, this is going to be a big rotation up here for Colby. We got Ulrich, Peavy, and Suko to do all the setting up front. Game tied. 3 apiece. Whoa, set over to Libero. Libero setting it back to number 12 where it came from. Brett to Brooke. Ooh. Yeah, attack that ball.
Scoop. Oh.
Or maybe not. Oh, here, Greenwood going to try to get right back to work. Oh, a nice recovery off the speakers. Brett not deterred. Free ball for Greenwood. Hitting the reset button. Over to 9. Oh, and Peavy wishing that ball just sailed a little bit more, but it's going to fall right on the line. Another substitution. I like that hand gesture for the substitution. That makes more sense, like a revolving door.
That's right. Keep moving. Everybody keep moving.
Keep her moving. Whoa, interesting dive right there by the serve right there. Here comes the set. Swing. Brett trying to get underneath it, but it was a hard angle, and that goes into the student section.
They're right where they need to be. That's just a nice, good hit. The block was a little bit late, so the ball went over the top of our block there.
Yeah,
but the libero and our line, so our back right, were in the right positions to make that play on that ball.
Oh!
Two with another really good serve. She's been serving really good tonight.
Yeah, no joke. That's Wheatrick.
Yeah.
Celine Wheatrick. You've been mentioning her before.
Yeah, well, usually that your setter ends up being, one of the most athletic players out on the court, even though they're not
she's got to
spiking the
shift
ball
around so much.
They really got to be quick and they got to be smart.
Celine trying to play around the world on her serves. So she starts with the front row, but Colby makes her pay.
Yeah, they've really been exploiting that back line there. Greenwood's just getting sucked up too far. They're really playing that back middle's really got to hang back.
Let's see where PV serves it. Ooh, and that's going to go into the net. Score is early on, and it's a low-scoring affair so far. Colby at 4 and the Indians at 7, but they are driving. Kind of a little bit of a shorty. Suko kind of doing a little bump over the net, and wouldn't you know it?
I wouldn't be surprised if they stay with this. So any of the free balls that we're putting over, as long as we're putting them deep into the corners, I think we're going to be just fine if we're not getting good passes here.
That's what I was just about to mention, that, worst case scenario, if it's like a busted play, you always want to send that ball deep.
No, not usually. You want to exploit where you see some of the vultures off of it. So if you've got really high blockers, a lot of times, or really tall blockers, a lot of times the people that are going to be going for the tips or off of that, they're going to be hanging back because the angle that you got to go over the top of them. So you'll have some deep, short tips that would work a little bit better. And if you've got issues in your back, if your back row people aren't the quickest, you want to be sending that ball as deep as possible. So even on some of these spikes that they're not getting good speed onto them, they want to be sending these deep into the corners because that back middle person's got to go all the way from left to right.
It's a lot of ground to cover.
It's a lot of ground to cover.
Short period of time. Colby getting it right back, and the game is tied just like that. Brett getting underneath it. Suko setting it up to Underwood. Sending it to the back, just like what Wade was talking about. Oh, there's a tip. And it's just going to fall just on arm's reach of Underwood.
I'd like to see us time up more of our blocks on the Colby side there. They're jumping at the wrong times. Not that they're not getting at the ball, but they're jumping. One will jump, and then 1 1,000, 2 1,000, the next one will jump. If they're jumping at the same time, it'll give the people blocking behind them more ability to adjust to where the ball's going. We're not getting a uniform face coming up, and that's showing in some of our defense.
And an errant pass, and that sails right over, and then number 11 says, slam dunk. And that's going to go bring it right back to Greenwood here as they take a 2-point lead in the second set. Here comes the libero. A word I just learned today. There's the set outside. Digs underneath it, and Forrest trying to do a one-handed set, but did not have enough on it.
I think she just realized she didn't have an angle enough to hit it all the way over. That was about her last ditch, but that was a beautiful one-handed set. If she would have got a little more height on it, that might have made the highlight reel. Good scoop. That's a good follow to the ball there. That way to read that for our libero.
Yeah. From the libero?
Yeah, from our libero. That was a good read.
Oh, that is a nice pass right there, and Peavy says stand aside. Here comes another freebie over here to Colby.
There we go.
That's what we want to see. More control, easy pass up to the setter, and it lines up and we get a good swing off of it.
Yep,
that's what we want to see.
That's the Underwood that we know. You can tell that she had the look on her face of, it must be my birthday. Whack!
Well, it shows you the importance of the pass. So we'll see if Greenwood can get a good pass here and line one up.
To number 11. Quickly scooped up. Schneider trying to set up Underwood. Sends it back over.
Yeah, that's a good
Underwood
swing.
trying to get tall, but it goes right through
Racing
her hands.
north for Greenwood. That's a good swing. That's a hard ball to hit. You know, coming from that right side, you could see it. She opened up her hand and she dropped her thumb. That's what helps hit that ball a little bit more on your line. So instead of swinging and adjust your arm, all you do is you just drop that thumb, and you'll make that ball go right down the line.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if she meant to do it or not, but it was a beautiful swing.
But it was something I noticed. Oh, wow! Volrath tips it over. It looked like it was going to sail out of bounds, and right at the last second, whoop,
Yeah, that's
drops.
That'll be, watch for that to continue. Like, those deep corners is where Colby should be throwing these balls.
Yeah, especially if they're going to get a lot of, like, big blocking up front. That's something they could just tip it right over and send it to the back line. Back corners, like what he was talking about before. Swing from back line. Suko setting up Peavy. Peavy sailing it. And that ball wanted to head on over to the cafeteria.
Yeah, those are hard ones to lay off. That's a good defensive watch by Greenwood. Those coming in, she hit that
When they're
ball
coming in
just a
fast
little-
like that?
When they're coming in fast, and it was hooking, so it hooked up before it hooked down. Those are hard balls to not take a swing at. Those are the ones I usually take a hit at, and they're like 4 or 5 feet out. Those are the ones I can't stop myself from taking a swing at them.
Oh, I know that. I've seen it for years. Volrath with a tremendous swing right there. It seems like she gets like that nice, really tight swing and just full extension and rotation. Trying to swing up and over the top. Lost her sense of direction, and the ball goes into the net.
Being the setter and being one of the shortest ones out there, that's a hard ball to try and tip short. She should have tried to take that a little bit deper.
Volrath trying to get tricky out there.
Yeah, tried to close the gap. There's a 1-point gap here. Colby's just down by 2 here, 13 to 11. Greenwood on top.
Sometimes a nice strategy is just, let's get that ball over, let's get our offense in gear, and let's see what our defense can do. Then once you start sailing on a lead, then you can start doing placements on those serves.
Right, and going one at a time, not trying to get too many at one pop here. It's been going well for Colby here. So they've closed the gap. There's a 1-point gap here. With Kroll up to serve, she's been doing really well for the first game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would watch a deep ball. Yeah, deep middle.
Suko with a nice high bump. And
See?
Underwood.
That's good hustle, but that's the same. When they rise up just a little bit and they kind of look like they were going in, that ball would have been probably out by 2 feet. But
Yep,
the
I know what
hard
you're
ones
saying, yep.
not to lay off. So I'm glad that they're attacking. Like those balls, usually are just bumped over and not attacked from the back row. I like how aggressive Colby's being. Like that'll pay in the end.
Absolutely. Nice lob pass there into the middle. Peavy. Over to Suko. Peavy calling her own number. Oh, and Greenwood able to get underneath it, and they send it right back. Colby getting right back to work. Suko. And that is Ulrich.
He called it in. That might have been close.
Wow, that was really close.
Really close. Nice
Can't
high
see the line
swing,
jump.
though. nice high swing. Her snap of her wrist was way above her head off of it. She didn't get as much on it as she wanted, but that's a nice high over the block hit.
Absolutely. Greenwood getting set and trying to get right back to it. Oh, it's going to go up the backboard, and, that's kind of hard to play that.
Yeah, that's another one. The ball was still rising. That would have been out probably by a good foot.
And a judgment call from R1, also known as, oh gosh, I
The
forgot his
upref?
name. Coach Harry, or not Coach Harry, Ref Harry. If it goes off the backboard and she had a chance to get underneath it and then change direction, then they do a replay.
Wow.
Basically,
all right.
anytime it goes off of the backboard, they'll do a replay.
Well, it's hard.
If somebody's within the vicinity, of course. Kroll over to Brooke. Oh, and it's a
Just
tight
a
one.
little too tight.
You try to, you think you could try to reach in there, but sometimes with, like how you were talking with your approach, sometimes you're just too far away.
Yeah, if that was meant to be like a 3-ball, for a short outside, coming in not as straight as she was, coming in and making a really wide hook, those are just butter balls. Those are ones that you just hit straight down. So if they feed her any more of these short middle balls, I'd like to see her get a wider approach. She's just coming in too straight. It's hard to come in and turn your body after you're making that stop. If your body's already partially turned and you're making that
She
stop.
start more on the outside and work her way in.
Right. We always were taught that you put a chair out there, you got to run around that chair, and that's how you approach the net. So don't run perfectly straight, come at a wide angle at it, and it gives you more options.
Well, if you try to have me teach with the chair, it ain't going to work.
Well, don't run
I'm
into
going to
the
sit
chair.
in it. I'm going to sit on the chair. Colby just hanging on here. And
Yeah,
it's
well,
a
we've been
very
bouncing it back.
contested
We were
game.
up by 1. It was 14-13 there for a little bit. Now we're down by 1, so this is the...
Greenwood playing big right now.
That's a nice serve. It's a good
Colby-
pass here.
Colby got to get back into this game here. Underwood sending it over. Greenwood giving
Good
Colby a
defense,
gift
good
right
pass.
here. Suko with the set, and Underwood going to slam it home to the back corner, just like what Wade has been preaching all game long. And just like that, Colby is tied.
Yeah, 16-16 on a nail-biter here. Greenwood really picked up their passing this game. That first game,
I was
their
gonna say
passing
they're
was what let them down.
a
They've
little bit
really
tighter
passed.
passing, a little bit more control. And the other thing I'm noticing is we're getting a lot of our serves into the net.
That doesn't score you any points.
No, well, it scores points for A team. Does that kind of come down with fatigue, or
Not fatigue. It's mental error. This early into the game, they've got enough stamina. They've got enough portion of it. It's just the follow through of repetition. So it's kind of like shooting 3 throws. As you take shot, it's not the first one's the hardest to make. It's like the 6th or 7th one in a
for
row.
sure. Greenwood sending it over and splits the Colby defense,
Yes,
and nobody's going to touch it.
talk. Yes.
Aw, ace.
It's a
19-16
good serve
now.
by Messa Rasmussen.
Rasmussen.
That's pretty good.
The libero sending it over to Brooke, and Ulrich
Oh.
says, I'm tall.
That's
and
the
she's
second time she's come in and just lost enough confidence on the ball that she's swinging with her left hand. I'd like to see her. That's a good move. That's a good tip. I'd like to see her swing with that right hand. She's one of the tallest girls out there. She should be taking a harder approach at that ball.
Here's the set to Underwood, sending it straight down middle, and it looks like the Greenwood defense is kind of catching wind, and they're letting those middle ones go.
Yeah, Greenwood was in the net on that one.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
That was kind of like Colby really needed that,
Yeah,
because
the
they were
old
getting
big switch.
too used to this back and forth thing here.
Well, it's closing in on the end with score at 19-18,
Yep.
and
There we
Colby
go.
just tying it up right now. Watch another deep right serve on this one is where I would be putting it.
Deep right serve?
Yep. They've been really focusing in on that deep corner ball. That also gives her the longest distance to serve this ball.
Also, that it doesn't sail out of bounds.
Correct.
Oh, I know things. Oh, Kroll getting underneath it. Suko sending it over to Underwood. A little bit too far.
Let's scoop, let it go.
What a dive there. And Underwood had thoughts, but sends it gently over. And the catch, because you know what? That would have been a 4th hit.
Yeah, that's just too many. That's a hard angle. Greenwood with a quick timeout here. That's a hard angle to pull that ball from. When you're parallel with that net, you almost got to get a little bit of spin on that ball, so you got to send it pretty high to get it over the net at that corner. All right, with a 1-point lead here. Hopefully Colby stays aggressive with the serving. That should be our best effort here. Greenwood is kind of lapsed a little bit on their passing on this this direct rotation. We've picked up 3 points pretty quickly. So I'd watch her from serving in her back corner and serving a deep right ball is where I would be going. So if I was Greenwood, I'd probably cheat maybe even a 4th passer back there, just about halfway, just to help the movement of that back 2 people in those corners.
Oh, I gotcha. I'm interested by that strategy. If you have serves that generally kind of have a little bit too mustard on it, then just go to the opposite corner and just serve corner to corner. right?
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, and what a dip on that serve, how it just dropped there, right dead center.
Yeah, usually
21-19.
they'll take a timeout to try and ice the server, too, to make her think about her serve, but she came back with a really nice, strong serve.
She made him
there.
pay on that one. Brett, making it happen.
Yeah. Greenwood regressing on their passing right now. They passed so well throughout the game, and just this last rotation here has just been their
Isn't it
downfall.
amazing how fast that all
It
can
is,
just
and
like you work it the whole entire game, and then just like in a few short sets, all of a sudden stuff starts going awry.
Well, it gets in your mind, and it just keeps catapulting. Good swing there in the
Volrath
middle.
with a great swing right there. Greenwood frantically screaming to get that ball back over. Brooke sent it over to Underwood, and she had a nice spot right there, but
she wanted that one back. That was a good set right in that strike zone. She just came in a little too straight on it, and she's singing straight. Her best option is to take, she had one blocker on that. Cut that ball. Come in at a hard angle.
Just make it go down, not away. Volrath swinging.
That's a good slide. That's a good misdirection. So what happened there is that our middle hitter came all the way around the back on that back side because there isn't a right side hitter because our setter is front row.
Mm-hmm.
So the three people that can hit are obviously in the front row. So during that time period, you can swing and move your middle hitter to other positions to make the defensive move.
And just like that, Colby is not just right back in it, but they are closing in on taking the second set. Game point right here. And you got Brooke Suko up to serve.
Game point here.
Serve it right to the middle. Greenwood, woof, lots of running around on that side.
Free pass here.
Oh, Volrath doing a fake and sets it over. Let's see if Greenwood's going to take advantage of it. Oh, and they do. Little nice pass and a dink and dive right there. 24-21.
Her speed coming up to that ball should have been the dead giveaway that she was going to tip that ball. She took one step and stopped.
Mm-hmm. So they just need a side out right here. Schneider send it over to Brooke. Brooke to Underwood, and she tries to just with a soft touch over the net. Oh, and the ball just starts going around, and they're getting a little sloppy out there.
Another good swing. Greenwood hanging on by a thread here, doing some really good offensive movements. Not afraid to take a swing at the ball. Colby's turned cold on their offense. They've set over or passed over the last two balls now.
Here we go. Let's see if they can get back on track. They've been doing this. They've been doing so well for most of the game. Schneider with a swing, but that's going to go out of bounds. And Larson going to call a timeout for Colby. Trying to get stuff
Colby probably
back
looking
into
to
sync here.
Trying to ice the server off of this and try and work up a special play to actually get a swing at this.
So if you were dialing up a special play, what would you dial up?
So at this point right now, I believe our
30 seconds or less.
Yep. So our back row, it doesn't ever set her into it. So we've got two front row hitters coming off of it. So right now, since we just need a really good swing, I'd probably throw a 3-ball to our outside hitter is probably what I would do. Get a nice pass off of it. Mm-hmm. Take it, the easiest swing you've got, cross court, outside hit. Just don't throw a high, number 5 ball all the way to the outside to let that defense come in.
Just keep it simple.
Because the
take care of
momentum's
business.
on Greenwood's side right now. So a short, quick power side.
Peavy, great pass. What a nice set. And Volrath! Yep. There you go. Well, it wasn't quite outside, but...
Well, it's basically the same portion of it. That's a high middle ball. That's the same idea as the outside ball because that ball was thrown. That's not even a high 2. That's like a double 2 in the middle.
Well, Volrath, you could tell she's like, I'm going to hit the crap out of this ball.
Yep. Somebody needed
as
to
hard
hit the
as
ball.
I can.
So hopefully that leads them into going into this third game here with a little more momentum off of it. Not for winning the play or the game off of it, but knowing that they tipped and they lost 4 points. They're right at the very end. Tipping and just blopping that ball over isn't going to win you games. You got to stay aggressive and take some swings at those balls.
Now is not the time to play small ball, Wade says.
That's right.
But they did indeed take that. They did take that next set. So Colby is 2-0 on top of the Indians as they are going through their Man, how many warm-ups do you get in between each game?
Well, this is that the old rubber match or the third game here, so you got to give them a little bit of pause. This is your 7th inning stretch here.
Well, you just remember, this is best out of 5?
Is it 3 out of 5 now? Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
three
it's best out of 5.
Yeah.
No, the first time I was doing one of these, Wade, this year, I'm like, oh, that was second game. This is a rubber match, just to see if and then all of a sudden,
nope.
Oh, there's 5.
Never mind.
Oopsie daisy. And look at that, way. We've been talking through this whole entire thing, and we have had not one commercial break.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Isn't this great? You could just hear people. If you would just see what Wade looks like right now, I know you can hear his enthusiasm
sweaty.
over the speakers of your TV or your mobile device, but he is just like, he is just shaking. He's so excited.
There is so much going on. It is fantastic.
Well, Wade, why don't you kind of give us kind of like a brief overview, because you have a very in-depth, well-rounded experience in volleyball.
Yeah.
At UW Green Bay.
Yep, and I actually got to play a little bit with New Zealand's Olympic team when I was going to school over there.
Oh, not too shabby.
Yeah. You know, I played against China and some of the other Russian teams.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think the Canadian team was actually there while we were there, too.
Which one proved, out of all of those countries, which one was kind of like what would I want to say? Sticklers behavioral-wise.
Well, it was hard to understand everybody. But you realize how short you really are when you get to play with some of those guys.
Oh,
they were
really?
just some monster individuals. It was a blessing I got to go in and play around with those guys, but they're big. They're really
So
real
Wade's
big
getting
guys.
yelled at a Russian or getting berated by a Russian verbally, and Wade would just wave back with his Wisconsin enthusiasm and say, well, hey there, buddy.
Hey, I think you must be my friend.
Greenwood not wasting any
comes
time.
out
Send it to the
swinging.
line.
That's what we like to see. You know, take a swing at the ball. Colby's, we gave up on that opportunity to take the swing. We set that ball over. Greenwood comes out swinging and takes home the point off of it. So I would watch Greenwood to be more aggressive on this. They've got nothing to lose off of it. If they can clean up their passing, they're going to be a hard one to beat on this third game.
Oh, Wade setting up the narrative that this is going to be quite the battle coming up here in the third game, and Volrath not losing a beat.
Yeah,
that was a nice hit.
Yeah, she got lined up from that middle blocker. The middle blocker was just not enough over the net, and so that's one of the detriments, is that you're the
So it
first one
allowed
to
a ricochet
contact the
back
ball.
on the other side.
If you don't have your hands over the net, it's coming straight down.
Brett, great pass. What a nice set to Volrath. Sends it to the left side.
But see how quick her approach is and how high she's getting up. She's really, she's feeling it. She's got, some of the best kills now that we've seen for the last 2 games.
That's exactly right. Here comes Greenwood. Oh, and there is a block, but Colby going to get back underneath it. Volrath sending it over. Coming over to number 9, and there's a block by Hockey and Volrath, and no big deal. Making it happen.
Those are hard balls. That was a low and outside swing. She approached it a little late off of it. We'll see if that slows down number 9 here. Yeah,
and
double
into the
contact. So when you're putting up your setting hands here, and it's got a contact off your fingertips, if your hands both touch at the exact same time, it's one contact. But if they're touching not in unison, and usually what happens, it goes bing bang, and the ball will spin.
So that's how they know.
That's how they know.
Interesting. Here's a set. 9 has been doing a lot of work on the Greenwood side tonight. Brooke over to Peavy. Tries to arch it over.
That's good defense by number 12 on Greenwood's side there.
Suko over to Volrath. Big swing. And are they calling a tip?
They
are.
Called tip on that, or touch off of it. So yeah, that should be Colby's ball.
Wow, a touch from the way back corner.
Well, no.
Called.
Yeah, that'll be her call on that
it will
side.
be.
Yep, because that's her line. So that's her call to make that touch.
I gotcha.
Both can call it though, but that's her call, or the down ref too.
Little discombobulation out there. Colby trying to
Good
block.
reach by Olrath.
There's the set. Back row hit from Underwood into the net.
Yeah, she thought twice about that ball. She didn't get a good quick approach to it. She only got a couple inches off the ground, and that ball didn't make it over the net.
Underwood's just got to keep swinging. She's way too good of a hitter to deviate. She's just got to keep swinging. It's going to come back.
It'll be with confidence. You get a couple good ones over, and it's amazing at how fast she'll run after that. Oh, the Colby crowd is really getting into it tonight.
Yeah, the Colby fandom doing counting and clapping.
Well, Colby with a quick lead here, 6-2 if you can't see the score. With Olaf putting one dead center in the net here, so that brings up to 6-3.
Wait, I don't want to say anything, but if you could see in the upper right-hand corner of the screen.
Oh, it does have the score on it.
Yes, the score is right. It is indeed.
No more updates for you guys. I didn't even know we were keeping that.
Hey, but that's still fun to do. That's hard to work out of your announcing cadence.
That's a lot of movement. Got to move the camera. Got to do the score.
Yeah, Gage is doing a great job so far.
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, he's literally moving it back and forth, back and forth. But it's important to keep announcing the score because, like, let's say you had to get up and get chips. What if you had to get yourself a refreshment, or you had to let the dog out? Yeah. You had to have it on high volume. You're welcome. Oh, huge swing right there by Ulrich.
That's what we wanted to see. That wasn't Ulrich. That was number 12 here.
Oh, that's
Emma. Oh, yeah, Ulrich. You're right. God, why am I thinking number 7 was
Volrath?
Ulrich?
Man,
I just don't know what his last name's at. Yes. So she first swing that she didn't use her left hand on. Really nice swing. Really want to
pay dividends right there.
That's a good first swing to get her confidence up.
Ball coming close to the net. Greenwood saving it, send it back over.
Off. Yep.
Sugo send it up to set up Peavy, and wow, does that ball? It's a home run and a silo, and it gets to the top of the stadium or top of the roof. Ulrich with the right hand again, straight
Keeping
down.
high hands off of it. That's good to keep her confidence going there. Those are two great swings coming out of the middle. They should keep throwing her the ball here, and now with our setter in the front row, I would throw her on a slide coming from the back. It's just like doing a layup. Those are the easiest ones to take a good swing at.
Sure. Oh, there was a quick pass there from Underwood, but nobody wanted to claim it. 8-5 for everybody that's just coming back into the room. Or just got done rolling up the window at their drive-thru at McDonald's. No, you shouldn't be listening to this on the car ride home.
That was a good pass by Underwood there.
Ulrich just kind of kissing it over the top of the net. Trying to set it up for a big swing, and Peavy delivers. Real nice, 9-5.
Not getting a really tall block on that Greenwood side there. She went right over the top of the block. It didn't have a whole lot of speed on it, but the position that it was going should have been covered by the blockers. It's a hard ball to scoop up.
Mm-hmm. That makes it very challenging for your middle to back row to receive big swings like that when they don't get contested like that.
Right, because you're in positions assuming that the ball is going to get blocked by the blockers in those spots. So you go around the blockers.
Yeah, very hard to adjust on the fly like that. Oh, a big block!
I don't know if the ball went over. It must have.
Is just screaming and running.
I don't know. That looked like it was really tight. I don't know if the Colby players actually touched that ball above the net. It might have been through the net on that one, but...
Whoa, what happened there? So whose ball is it right now?
It's Colby's ball because they didn't get it over on the fourth one, but on that hit, it didn't look like it cleared. It looked like it hit one of the Colby players through the net, and it just wasn't called on the down ref here. But Colby got the ball, so they're up 11-3, so it's not a bad start for Colby coming into this third game here.
They are sitting in the driver's seat, and their foot is on the gas.
So the refs were talking about that last one. They're like, yeah, you think it? Yep, it hit through the net. So
I want to make it known right now. I love this song. I could not get enough of this song. When this guy would belt this back in the 50s, people must have just lost their mind.
Oh, they didn't have the mic technology back then. He probably had to belt it just so everybody could hear it.
Oh, man. That song was ahead of its time.
So Emma Peavy here. We'll see if she can get another good jump floater here. Good pass by Greenwood, lining up for a swing on the outside here by number 12.
And here comes a set to Underwood. What a big swing, but there was a big block by Greenwood right there. And a big block returned back from Colby.
Time. That's a good block.
Kroll to Brooke. Ulrich, big right hand.
See that? She rewarded her middle hitter because they both went up and blocked at the same time. They both touched the ball. She was so happy with the middle blocker coming over to help her on her side. She gave her the ball to hit it. That's exactly how that works, too.
There you go.
That's a
Big
good
serve
throw.
right there. Had Greenwood backpedaled. Oh, but a nice
Touch.
return hit.
Oh,
Over the net, a little close, and somebody touched. More than a ponytail.
Yeah, it's just a hard ball to set when it's that low and close to the net. Should have scooped her.
Players doing their best to play and suck and win through those masks.
That's a
nice
good
pass
by Colby here.
Ulrich. She doesn't have to jump too high to get on top of that ball and center down.
She didn't get there with her quick response.
The last one,
there.
she didn't jump it. Comes the set over to Underwood, and there is the swing
There's
we wanted
the
to
cross.
see. We needed the
She
that's what we
pulled
wanted to
across
see.
her body. She's still squaring up too tight to that net. Her shoulders are square to the net. I'd like to see her turn her body a little bit more. So she
Do a
get a
little
little
bit
bit
of a
more
twist.
swing into the ball. She's getting all arm and no body into that.
Oh,
that cut.
yeah, because you can't get the whole flex rotation
Right.
going.
Just like throwing a baseball.
Oh, that makes sense. Here it comes, and that's a nice swing again. She doesn't need that full body rotation, just the flick of the wrist, and there
I know,
it goes.
you wear out your shoulder. Like, it's easy to do this when you're strong like that, but that's the first thing that's going to go. You get a little bit of body movement off it, and it really takes the tension off your shoulder.
Wade learned that the hard way.
I did. After a shoulder surgery, then you learn it.
But now the same material that holds jet planes together is installed in his shoulder.
Yep, it's better than it ever has been.
And he's hitting the ball even harder.
Even harder. Just more angry.
There was a floater serve. Here's the set to
that's
12.
a tight
That's
ball.
really tight.
Oh, watch out.
Go in her favor. Oh, yeah, watch out indeed. That's why they put padding on those ladders.
Oh, no, coming underneath the net. When you get a full rotation off of it and you get too sucked into the net of those tight balls, that's where people get hurt, that you get sucked underneath that net and you step on somebody's foot as they're coming up or coming down.
Oh, and an errant ricochet off of the Labaro right there. Goes into the Greenwood section.
Yeah, just a little
Colby
too,
not firing on all
too
cylinders on the fandom side, but good thing that their team is just ripping and roaring ahead. Great serve there by Brett. Ball goes deep. Brett able to adjust. Peavy, forget the third hit. Just send it right over. Oh, did that clear or did they block that?
No, that was 4. That didn't clear. That's a good approach, though. She had good speed off of it. She just hit that ball behind her head. So it's too far back. She couldn't get enough snap off of it. That's why that ball went into the net.
Another excellent serve by Brett.
Free ball here. Hopefully we can get a good
let's see if
set
they can
and a
get to
good
work
swing
right
on
here.
this one.
Oh,
good
that's
cut.
Borath up front, and that's a nice swing. Sends it back down
And give
deep.
it right back to her.
Oh, but it's going to go to Underwood instead.
Greenwood with some great defense here. Those are 2 hard drives that they've been able to pick up.
Yeah,
Both
Greenwood
of
not
them.
taking any.
Oh! Little miscommunication.
Oh, we were supposed
Somebody
to come
was
up
thinking
front.
quick, and someone was thinking a 2-ball. That's
I like the way their thought process was.
That's a quick cover. That's a good defensive positioning by number 2. That's just where she was supposed to be, right behind that double block, coming up to set the ball. Quick on her feet, and they sent the ball over with Colby not suspecting it.
It's amazing how big Greenwood is playing now. Even though we got a score of 18-8, their defense in these spurts are very staunch, and they're just hanging in there. Ball goes sending deep. Brett able to wrangle it in. And Schneider bumping it right back
Takes
over.
another free ball over. I'd like to see a few more swings on those kind of balls.
Oh, Underwood with a dig, full rest, setting it up high, and Emma trying to give it like the forearm shutter.
I know a few folks that those kind of balls, they fake swing at it, and they just headbutt it and let the ball go over on those.
What?
Yeah.
Can you headbutt it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can kick it, headbutt it.
Oh, I like that. Why don't they do that?
Nobody ever sees the headbutt coming.
Yeah. Ever. Volleyball matches or bar fights.
That's a good swing. I don't think that she got the touch off of it. Oh, she did get the touch. That's a good swing. Even if she went to get the touch, that's a good cut. She had good speed on that approach off of it. She was well behind the 10-foot line. That's a good swing by Emma Peavy.
You can tell Wade is very pleased with how Colby is playing.
The
that is the 30-second good that he set in this set so far.
That's great.
That's great.
Brooke back to serve.
Some really
here.
nice adjustments that Colby has been making. Oh, Greenwood. Oh, diving. Skin hitting the wood.
Double contact, so she was cross body on it. So when you square up to the ball to set it over, you want to be able to make sure that you can have full extension of those hands coming off. And she just had one short, one long on top of the ball and spun it.
A lot to think about, a lot to do in a short period of time. And that was a nice, great serve right there. The libero unable to get underneath it. 21-9 now. 1 minute remaining. No, I'm just kidding.
Brooke's having some really nice serves here.
Brooke is, she's kind of very, what's the word? She's a main cog in this main machine. She has more passes and more assists than anybody on this team by far, and a great server.
So she's not... Oh, they need a clean ball on this.
Yeah, so in case nobody sees this at home, so they take that dirty ball and then they send it to the girl, and they said, you got to clean this up. And then they take their discounted cleaner that sells just like window cleaner, by the way.
Pledge.
Yeah, it has 1% ingredients of disinfectant, 99% of some other stuff. So you know it's good.
You know it's good then.
Oh, full wrath.
Oh, full body cross. That's a good swing. Good swing. You can see how she came up there. She was leaning, running to her right, and she pulled that ball all the way across her left. You can only do that when you got a good body torque off of it. You can see how fast that ball came off her hand.
I'm surprised Greenwood got underneath that.
Well,
for how you could just see how she ran at that and
she
just
did
hit
take
it.
a step to pass that ball. She hit her with that ball.
It was a very good swing. Brooks still serving.
Oh,
Greenwood's trying to see if he can make something good, and scooped off the net, and Brooks sending it right back
over. Get a block
over.
off of this one.
Missed block there. Peavy. Volrath able to wrangle it over.
Oh, another double. Those are tough balls. It's hard when you're the middle hitter and you're not a setter. Like they just come off so quick.
Oh, let's let's get the pledge ball back in there.
Yeah, that's weird. They're really switching out the balls.
Yeah, they're doing it more so now.
Yeah, that's odd.
Well, they must have got like a new Lysol container spray on there.
That's right.
Here's a set and full wrap. That looked like it was lined.
And she took it to the opposite side on this one. She came in the same direction, hit to the far right. Last one, she hit far left. That's a good misdirection off of it. And it's a good way to move your blockers around.
I wonder if that is the rest of the game.
It might be. 3 out of 5. That would.
Oh, it is. Wade was right. That was the very last game.
Is it. So, yeah, it is senior night, and they're going to be announcing them here shortly.
So, normally, for senior nights here in Colby, we do nicknames for the girls, but because of the strict rules that they have of how these girls have to line up, they can only announce 6 at a crack.
Oh.
So, I got the nicknames written down. We'll post them later.
Okay.
We have 9 seniors, unfortunately. One of them can't be here tonight. Her quarantine ends at midnight tonight. But
Whoop, whoop.
to Trista, she's on the live stream.
Hey, Trista. Can you hear us?
Middle hitter. But we've got some of our young girls that are going to talk a little bit about our seniors. And so I get off the microphone. Let's go into numerical order.
Our niece sending Wade a late message.
Oh,
No, a message early on that Wade just looked
I
at.
got like 12 messages saying that I sound terrible. So I don't know if that was just my mic or if it was just my commentary.
We'll just go with the mic.
Yep, totally the mic. I'm sure that's what it was.
Girls over there getting another picture taken. It is senior night. 9 of them. That's a lot of seniors.
Those are all seniors sitting down?
Those are all seniors right there.
Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 seniors, really?
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
So they
4,
got people
5, 6,
exiting
7,
while
8,
we got the
8
girl
seniors.
talking. What are you wearing? My uniform. That was sweet.
That was heartfelt.
I'm tearing up. It felt like I was there.
We all were there.
Meaning the story that she was telling.
Right. Well, it was quite the
I mean,
story.
I know I'm here. Some really nice reading, narrative, digitally printed on her cell phone.
That's right. That's environmental conscious right there.
Yeah,
Didn't
why
kill any
waste the
trees
paper?
on that.
Yeah, didn't kill any trees on that one. Whoopsie daisy. Come on, get it, girl. You can do it. Oh, it got really quiet.
Very heartfelt.
Beyond heartfelt. Oh, I was tearing up.
I'm still tearing up.
It's okay, Wade.
Oh, we all love it.
I loved the color coding that she had on there, green and yellow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Very
highlighted
fitting
text.
for tonight. It is.
But the black text was highlighted with dark green. Had to have been difficult to read.
I just wanted to thank Emma for all the things she has taught me in my letters, becoming a better person and trying to get better at volleyball. Emma is a hard, strong, working person. If she's determined to do something and has her mind set to it, she will work for the goal, and she's always achieved it too. I can't believe I'm saying
very thankful to have a volleyball season in this pandemic and watch it easier. Next year will be pretty quiet in the house with all the college waking up to school and not having to make sure you're up for minutes before school actually starts. And not seeing you always at school, always coming to my locker and asking me for help. And practicing without you being my right hand. And knowing I also can go across the hallway into your room and talk about a bad day we had or see each other's shirt. And go on late night ice cream or Taco Bell around the album again. I always dreaded your senior year knowing it's going to be a hard day, that one day you just walk out of the house and leave me to be the only kid left at home. I love you, Emma. Thank you for being here for me.
Oh, that was sweet. Taco Bell runs.
Taco Bell's a long drive away. They really got to love Taco Bell to get Taco Bell around here. That's either a Medford or Marshfield drive.
Yeah, but you know what? Well earned. I will drive for hours if I can get myself a cheesy gordita crunch.
Well, by the time you got back from a gordita, it would be an hour.
I've noticed that you've always had a positive attitude and how always work with your other teammates. You're someone that everyone wants to be around on and off the court. It wasn't until this year that I started to get to know you better. I'm glad we got to spend some time together this summer, and I'm really going to miss seeing you around. I want to thank you for being such a good team leader, and we're all very proud of you for becoming the player you are today.
Oh, that was very nice.
Quick, concise, heartfelt.
Yep,
That's
to the
that's
point.
a good speech.
And on in a cellular device. That's how you read your notes
Yeah.
off. I think they're Snapchatting it as they're saying it.
If any of you know Leonardo, you probably heard us yelling at each other in the hall much today. But she has a positive attitude on the court and always finding ways to put a smile on someone's face. You aren't afraid to do what is asked of you yourself on the court. Unless you're teaching in my house and it's so strict, you just drop and like flat on the ground.
TPing.
Thank you for making me push myself every day and be a better volleyball player. I'm going to miss your energy and your funny stories. Thank you for being a role model to me these last 3 years and for becoming my consistency. I can't wait to see where life takes you.
Pretty good. First referenced toilet papering story of the evening.
Yes, well, I don't know. That's
That happens.
That's what happens around here. So
Every year this time.
So we've had 6 speakers so far.
I lost count.
Yeah, me too.
Where are we at?
I don't know anyone else with as much determination and who works as hard as you. Thank you for always being there for me and for always listening when I have something important to tell you or for picking me up when I'm always down. And no matter how much you drift, I can always count on you to give me the best advice when needed. I know I'd be so lost without you, and I'm glad I got to call you one of my best friends. I wouldn't trade any of our crazy memories for the world. So thank you for being there when we needed you the most. I know you're going to do big things in the future, and goodbyes are always hard, but as Winnie the Pooh once said, oh, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so fun.
Oh, that one gets me every time.
Well, that was for Trisha Meyer, who wasn't able to make it tonight.
Oh, man. Huge bummer.
Huge bummer.
But you know what? Thanks to technology, you get to see it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure she's watching right now, and she is.
I hope she was.
She's probably crying just like the rest of us are right now.
Emma who?
Oh, Rich.
She always shakes things off and gets right back to being the big middle we all love and get to cheer on. I just wanted to thank her for always being so upbeat and happy at practice. You're, in general, one of the nicest, determined people I've ever gotten to meet, and I know that life will treat you well in return for
So good.
Yeah,
so
she
good.
had a good game tonight, too.
Oh, she
Really
did.
Solid swings.
Swing that right hand, Wade said.
Yep.
And she certainly
Very
did.
positive swings. Positive attitude, positive swings.
Senior style swings. Those teenagers, when they don't have their phones, they're lost. Ooh. I love these straight from the heart speeches.
Times like this, you really need to know where your phone is. And it's still heartfelt.
I was going to
to
say,
say
that's the best one.
that is when
Best
you,
one of the night.
you don't have your script and you don't have a phone to fall back on. You know, like those.
And it's just the
that
beat of your
shows
heart.
character right
That's
there.
what you do.
Those are tough to do.
So, seniors, thank you. 9 seniors, there's a lot of seniors to lose. You will be missed. You've had a huge impact not only this year, but on all your previous years. And it's been awesome as a coach to see your growth from that first year 4 years ago all the way till now. So, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I think I'm going to run down there, maybe do there.
Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely weekend.
No, and that concludes our coverage here, I believe. Or
Yep, that concludes our broadcast day. Senior night, big night. Colby gets a big win over our conference rival, Greenwood Indians. 3-0.
Yeah, just strong playing tonight. Really picked it up in the last game. Really like to see the aggressive style and the aggressive playing.
Who is your Hornet Hustler of the evening?
Oh, that's a great question. And I am going to go with number 12, Ulrich.
Oh, Ulrich von
She
Lichtenstein.
came in light. A few, just stopping at the net, throwing up her left hand, just tipping it over. And at the end, just came in there swinging with the right hand, got her full confidence off there, played great defense, had some great blocks, was pulling the blocker along with her, so they were jumping at the same time. Really did a really great job tonight.
You know what? I can't disagree with that. I would also say that it is absolutely, that is my Hornet Hustler of the evening as well. Fantastic.
Super duper.
Colby is still on a great track with a great season that they're having so far. Gage, is there anything else that you want us to talk about? Here, point that camera at us now. Point that at us. This is what we look like.
They're like,
if
"Please, no more."
If you're wondering where that, like, those guys sound like guys that are just sitting on a couch somewhere, that's us.
Well, it's like a wooden couch that doesn't have any padding. That's just.
I don't have the proper mask on. Now I do. It gets a little hard.
What we should do is put it inside the mask. It just really muffles it.
Well, Gage, do you have enough Lysol?
No, probably
Does
not.
Tri Media have a warehouse somewhere of just sanitizer? So, is there anything different that you hear with this one? Is it a little bit louder?
I don't know. It sounds a little.
I saw crisper.
I don't know.
I don't know. It does sound scratchy with all the
It's like
facial
you're
hair.
trying to eat a candy bar.
The gum chewing is more pronounced.
I'm sure they're really appreciating that. So, if we have any more viewers, I don't know if these people are still watching or not.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that's going to do it for us, I would say. So,
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, On Focus, thank you so much for coming to our town here and getting us on live coverage. Wade, thanks for coming here for the game.
Yeah, yep.
This is fun.
Thanks to any of the viewers that stuck around with us.
Yeah, absolutely. And tuned in.
Yeah, tuned in until right now.
All right, that does it for us. Good night, everybody.